The chandelier, the electrical system is battery operated, and it weighs about 1,500 pounds. This is the original chandelier that was built for this production. This is sort of the piece of scenery that everybody recognizes as Phantom of the Opera. If there was an iconic piece of scenery for Phantom, this is it.
I happened to be working for the shop when the show came in 1987, and this being our first American chandelier. And at the time, it sounded like in London they were taking them out and charging them nightly, the batteries. So one of the things I said right away, let's put chargers on board. So that was one of the things that we innovated here in the States.
When we crash the chandelier at the climax of Act 1, it falls rapidly from the ceiling. It comes to within about 10 feet of a person standing in the orchestra seating area. It flies out to 48 feet, drops in about 7 or 8 seconds. About 15 years ago, we changed motors on the winch that controls this to make the falling of the chandelier a little more dramatic. A lot of times it does induce gasps from the audience, especially the audience members who are seated directly under it.
Early on in our fundraising for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS, one of the events was to name certain items around the theater. Somebody won the actual naming contest, and money was donated in that person's name. Ruthie 2 stands for Ruth Mitchell, Hal Prince's assistant. This is just an iPod Touch that you can buy an app for to work with our new light board. So there's a lot more things that go on at the console. I could at least actually sit in a chair and hit the go button for the show to progress.
An hour and a half before each performance, we bring in the chandelier and unplug it from its electrical system where the batteries are recharging overnight. And as soon as it's landed on the stage and has been unplugged, the prop department is going to come out and they are going to cover it with the cloths that open the show. I think to date, the chandelier, we've probably dropped it during performances in excess of 10,000 times. In the 25 years that I've been here, I think there's been maybe 2 times where we didn't use it during the show.
Some special police interference or radio from outside used to interfere while it was up in the air in a dark scene, and the circuits would flash up on their own.
What I like about working in the show is the creative people that you're surrounded with. Lots of talented young ballerinas and actresses and singers, and I enjoy that.
What does my heart good every night is to be able to hear the mentions as people are leaving that you only get from being out front or being on stage and actually seeing the applause happen. These folks actually stop and take a moment and give me their own applause, and it's really wonderful.